Hi everybody, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. This is just a quick little info. I am reopening my Etsy shop. I call it Kawaii Doll Shop, and in that shop I typically sell doll supplies, anything related to dolls, especially Blythe dolls. I do have plans for possibly listing some other supplies in sometime this summer, but right now I wanted to let you know about a couple of listings that I just added. I have designed some super cute doll postcards. Okay, so let me tell you the story why I started to do this. If you have noticed, or maybe you haven't noticed, in the description box down below on all of my videos lately, I started to post a link to a little tip jar. It's a PayPal tip jar. I noticed a lot of other YouTube creators were doing it, and as you know, even though I'm very grateful for the traffic that I get on my channel and it is monetized, the amount of money I make is really tiny. And I use all of it to put it back into the channel, and typically that means buying dolls so that I can show you the various dolls and tell you information about it. Also, of course, I do a lot of crafting, so that means buying craft supplies and sewing and that kind of thing, which I also share on my channel. So, you know, it can get a little costly, and I thought, hey, why not do like I see so many other people doing and add a little tip jar? So then I thought, after I got, somebody actually did give me a tip, one of my first tips, I was like, you know what? I should send out a little thank you note to everybody. Not only that, I should make it a very special thank you note. So what I did is I created this is the first postcard I created, this one right here with Malibu. The sun is behind her, so it's kind of like this silhouette kind of thing. And on the back of it, I added a little stanza about the sea written by Emily Dickinson. And then it's got my little URL there and everything. So this was the first postcard that I made. And like I said, I have this little saying here, a little verse from Emily Dickinson. It's part of a poem. It's the first stanza from her poem, By the Sea. And then, of course, there's enough information here to, you know, put your address and stuff and, you know, sign a little note. And I signed thank you for your support, etc. And when I got this and I started showing a few people, everybody was like, that's so cute. And then I thought of other ideas to design other postcards. So this was the first one I made. And then the next one, this was her Malibu again. She's practicing her surf moves before she heads to the ocean. And on this one, I have a little Jane Austen quote. I think you can see it there. Nobody could catch cold by the sea. Nobody wanted appetite by the sea. Nobody wanted spirits. Nobody wanted strength. Sea air was healing, softening, relaxing, fortifying, and bracing. So yeah, so that's a little blip from Jane Austen. And again, it's related to the sea. And then I made this one. Here we got Miami. She's over by the river. And on the back of this, again, I have a little Emily Dickinson poem. This one is about nature. And like you can see, I tried to connect, you know, something literary with the actual, you know, image in the photo. And then here's another one. This has got Miami and Malibu together, hanging out. Again, they're by the river here, and this is the Indian River in Florida. It's on the east coast of Florida. And again, I have another little quote from Jane Austen. This is from her book Persuasion, her novel. My idea of good company is the company of clever, well-informed people who have a great deal of conversation. That is what I call good company. And again, I thought it matched because they're hanging out together. So they're good company for each other. And then finally, I have this one. This is so cute, and it's funny because every time I look at this, I remember about how she actually fell into the pool. And I think she did fall in while I was trying to take this photograph. So there's a little story behind that one. And so this is her by the pool, dipping her little toes in. And this one I have something from Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte. I care for myself. The more solitary, the more friendless, the more unsustained I am, the more I will respect myself. And that, of course, is from Jane Eyre saying this about herself in that novel. So yeah, so this is a little collection of postcards I put together, and now I'm selling them as a collection like this on my Etsy shop. I also made a few blank cards with this image of Malibu. It is a little bit different from here. It's the lighting's different a little bit, and then it's just her face and her top of her torso, and it's blank on the inside. And of course, it comes with a little, so that way somebody wants to actually write something a little bit more. There's plenty of room to write an address and a couple addresses back here and a brief little note. But I like postcards because sometimes you just want to send out a little hello to somebody and you don't have time to make a big long letter, but it's fun to get stuff in the mail. These are the postcards and regular cards that I have now in my shop that I'm selling, and I try to make them super reasonably priced. I will, however, also be sending out postcards again as thank yous. I created a special one that I'm not even going to show here, but instead of sending out this one now for my anybody that sends me a tip in the tip jar, and that's in the U.S. I'm trying to figure out if I can send it out of the U.S., but you know how the mail is. So if you're out of the U.S. and you send me a tip, I will send you a digital postcard. If you're in the U.S. and you send me a tip through the tip jar, I'll send you a physical postcard. And I have a special one that I'm not even going to show you here that I designed just for the tip jar. So these are the ones that can be purchased in my Etsy shop. Again, I have them grouped in a collection, and I will be giving you guys, my YouTube viewers, a special discount code that I will put right here. And in the description below. So feel free to share that discount code with anybody else. Again, here is the my little shop, Kawaii doll shop over on Etsy. And yeah, that's kind of it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and spending a little dolly time with me. Bye-bye.